I'll try to talk like Steven Attenborough the whole time. Is it Steven? You know what I'm talking about. Planet Earth guy.
Yeah. Sir David Attenborough?
Yes, yeah, David Attenborough.
Sir David Deatonborough.
I'm looking at the list on IMDb of the top 250 movies.
Ooh.
And there's only... So in the top 10, there's 2 of them I haven't seen. And then I went down to 20. And... There's only one... So there's... In the top 25, there's 4 movies I haven't seen.
This is AFI top 250?
Yeah. Hey, IMDb's top 250. Oh, wait. There's another one. I haven't seen that one. So 5 out of the... So I've seen 80%. But I would be willing to bet that you guys haven't seen some of these either. Have you ever seen Life is Beautiful?
No.
I've never heard of it. It was a 1997 movie.
That's not real.
Let's see.
I think it's foreign.
It's clearly a work of fiction.
When an open-minded Jewish waiter and his son become victims of the Holocaust, blah blah blah. Yeah,
that's Schindler's List.
No, I've seen that one. That's higher on the list.
I'm 8 of 10.
All right, quick pre-show game. Let's see.
I'm 16 of 20.
Let's see which top 10 do you think I haven't seen?
Out of the top 10 you have not seen.
Out of the top 10 listed, which 2 have I not seen?
12 Angry Men.
Uh-huh. The next one's gonna... What?
Good, Bad, and the Ugly.
Nope.
Oh.
The next one, I was gonna say, before you guess, the next one's gonna surprise you.
Is it Pulp Fiction?
Nope.
Lord of the Rings?
Nope.
Godfather Part 2?
Yes. I've never watched it. I don't know how. I watched the first one like 7 times.
Have I watched it? Wait a minute. Have I watched Godfather Part 2?
Dave, have you ever watched Godfather Part 2?
Wait, what's that one about?
Yeah.
It's the one that, and I know this from watching that show that was on Paramount Plus. It's the one where they show Michael Corleone as he's growing up. And so like the Godfather's dead, but it shows like the 2 side by sides. Here, I'll go look and read it.
It's basically there's a lot of flashbacks of Vito.
Yeah.
Like growing up and coming to America, and then it's Michael starting
parallels of Michael
taking over the family.
I don't think I've seen that either.
See, and I need to. I know I want to see it.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And then you watched the third one. I watched did I finish it? I don't think I finished Godfather 3.
So Jake, I'm pretty sure you've told me you haven't seen Pulp Fiction. Am I correct?
Oh, that's way incorrect. I love
Pulp
Fiction.
Okay. So the 2 you haven't seen then.
It's now 3, considering I now realize I have not seen Godfather Part 2.
So Godfather Part 2.
Yep.
And 12 Angry Men.
Yep.
And The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly?
Absolutely not. I've seen that movie countless times. This one may surprise you.
Shawshank Redemption.
Fuck no.
The Godfather.
Nope.
I don't know. Lord of the Rings. One of the Lord of the Rings.
Wait. Nope, I've seen them all.
Schindler's List?
Yep.
Oh.
You've never watched Schindler's List?
I've never seen the Jew film. I mean, why do I need to see it? I know what happens. Sneaks people out one at a time. It's fucking who cares? Yeah, I'd like great job. I don't need to watch a Holocaust film. I think I'm aware of it.
I didn't need to watch Rogue One because I know how it ended, but I still watched it.
Yeah, and the boat sank in Titanic. The point I'm making
Exactly.
The point I'm making is if anyone's aware of the Holocaust on this podcast.
I'm pretty sure it's all of us, but
It's there's a 3% of our listenership that denies it. But
oh man. So okay, back to that top 20. If we go to the top 20, there's only one more that I haven't seen.
I'm looking.
Dave, go to the IMDb. Go to IMDb, or if you have the app. You have the app?
I'm going to IMDb right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess.
And then
So-
you just search it top.
It should have top 250 movies.
I'm gonna wait for Dave. I have my guess.
So from 11
to 20.
20.
Here's a top 20.
There should be a top 250.
The greatest movie on IMDb's top 2. Yep.
See, there's movies I can't remember if I've seen or not.
What the hell's this list?
Like I can't remember if I've seen One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, but
I went out of my way to watch it because they filmed it in Salem.
Oh, damn it, where's this at?
Which probably gives it away. Which one
Right.
it is.
I already had my guess.
Okay, well, fuck Dave. Go for it. What's your
Yeah,
guess?
Seven Samurais.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
1950. Oh yeah, you've seen that, Dave, huh? What year
No.
was it?
I haven't watched that because I think of anyone in this group. I don't need to see anything about samurais.
That's fair, but you're not Japanese.
Yeah, but they
Ooh.
occupied my motherland for many years.
Many years. Many moons.
Many moons.
Hmm.
Dude, I still can't find. I'm on the web page and I can't find that.
Okay. Hold on. I can
You're
send
bad.
it. I can send it on your phone, I think. Yeah.
I'll just go on my phone. Maybe it'll work.
I'm
better.
sending it to you on your phone.
Get good.
Okay, so I'm gonna go
Yeah,
ahead and
so-
exclude the foreign movies because if you take away the foreign movies, I've probably seen almost all of them.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's-
there's one I have not seen. I'm gonna put that on my list. I don't know if you've seen it though. Okay. Do I think Jake has seen The Pianist? Does Dave think that Jake has seen The Pianist? Do I think that Dave thinks
I think
Jake
Jake has seen a lot of pianists.
I
in
think
his
he has
day,
too.
but not as many.
We've all seen penises we weren't supposed to.
But not as many pianists as I have.
I think it came out in 2002. I think that there's a chance Jake did see it.
I did not see the.
Oh, I did
It's
not
a
see it.
Wonderful
either.
Life.
I've
You've
seen
never
It's a
watched
Wonderful
that?
Life. Yeah,
Yeah, I've seen that one. It's the one that's on at every Christmas.
I haven't.
Right.
Yeah, I haven't seen it from start to finish, but I've seen every minute of that movie.
Yeah.
Right. That's fair. Ooh, here's one that is foreign that I want to know if any of you have watched. Parasite.
No, but I heard it was really good.
Isn't that an anime?
No. It's foreign language.
Korean.
Which
Mhm. And so it's all subtitles, which I mean I watched the Squid Game, so yeah, that's I watched it. I can't remember how I watched it. It was on one of the streaming services, and I was like, oh, I kind of want to see this because it won the Oscar for Best Picture.
so
like-
that Parasite movie, like it isn't a parasite that someone talks to, is it?
No, it's a person.
Okay, so there is an anime where I think it might also be called Parasite, where an alien parasite goes into some kid. I believe I haven't watched it, and then it's kind of like a whole Venom situation, but it protects the kid.
Mm. Ooh, okay. Here's one that I didn't put on my list, and I've seen parts of, but I don't know if I've ever watched the whole movie. But The Usual Suspects.
Oh, I love that movie.
I don't know if I've watched the entire thing. I've
I've seen it
definitely watched
several
lots of
times.
parts.
Yeah. Do you know the ending?
Cocksucker motherfucker! Like that part makes me laugh every time.
Do you know the ending?
I don't remember.
Ooh, you might have to go back and watch that one.
I have it. I own it, so I just
So do I.
watch it. I've never watched Casablanca.
Mm-mm.
I've watched parts of it.
Oh, the ginger. Like I know the classic lines.
Right.
But
yeah. What about Whiplash? Have you guys watched that? No. Dave, have you watched that one?
no. What number is it?
43. It's got oh fuck. And now I'm gonna click on it because I can't think of names.
That's
Is that the
J.K. Simmons and Miles Teller.
Miles Teller. Yeah.
And
the roller
the
derby
drumming
movie?
The
Yeah.
drumming movie.
I tried watching it and I was like, this is dumb. Why do people like this?
Mm-hmm.
The Intouchables? What is that?
I don't know. I've never seen City of God. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, I skipped that one because I looked at the cast and I was like, this doesn't count.
Once it gets higher up in here in the 50s and stuff, there's a lot of movies I haven't seen.
Like anything before 1970, there's a good chance I haven't seen. Ooh, here's one that will probably shock you. I don't know if I've ever watched Alien from start to finish.
I've never seen Alien.
Yeah, I have. But I also forced myself to watch it. I was like, I'm gonna sit down and watch Alien start to finish. It's
I've never watched
one on my list.
I've never watched Apocalypse Now front to back.
I like that one.
Okay, so that's one that that's on my list of did I watch that movie? I did not.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you have. Memento, that's a good movie. Where's that?
I knew you loved that movie.
I did love that movie.
That's a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
But
Indiana Jones.
I've never watched it.
It's a solid movie.
Here's one that's might be even more shocking, as I 100% have seen Aliens start to finish.
Yeah.
It's like I've never heard of like The Lives of Others.
Right. There's a lot of them that I don't think should be on there. I should redo this list with like the movies that people should have seen in America. Like American Beauty, you should watch that.
Yeah, wasn't American Beauty considered like the greatest movie that ever existed for a period of time?
There for a minute, yeah, and then they're like, "Oh, Kevin Spacey's a fucking creep."
Yeah.
Now they're like, "Oh yeah, it's almost as good as Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse."
But you get to see Mina Suvari's boobs, so I mean that's worth watching.
So that's why it's bumped up to 66.
Mm-hmm.
How is the remake of Old Boy number 71, but the original is not appearing on this list?
Because the remake is in English.
Oh.
That's probably the reason. I've watched both.
Top Gun Maverick has the same rating as American Beauty.
Yep, it does.
And Braveheart.
Have you watched Joker?
Yes.
Yep. Amadeus?
Fuck me, Amadeus.
I've seen parts of Amadeus.
Amadeus. I've watched the same thing. I may have seen the whole thing.
I love the scene when he goes to play and he does the laugh and he like blows people away. Not that one.
Oh.
Avengers Endgame is number 80.
I know. I just saw that. I'm like, how dare you?
Good Will Hunting. Dave, have you ever seen Good Will Hunting?
Yes.
Requiem for a Dream is a movie I feel like I need to watch.
I've seen the second half of Requiem for a Dream. That's where the famous ass-to-ass scene comes from.
I've watched the ass-to-ass scene on loop a few times.
I'm pretty sure I've seen parts of it.
Ass-to-ass. Jedi is 89.
Have you watched 91?
I have not.
Yeah, that I struggled through that.
Really? See, that was one I watched a few times, and I was like, it's not bad.
What about?
I just couldn't wrap my mind around like the Jim Carrey, like him be his character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not that I wouldn't say it was a bad movie. It was me. It was a personal thing.
Yeah. We're talking about Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind because we didn't name it.
But another one. Did you ever watch 21?
The movie, yeah,
With
I like
Yeah.
that movie.
One-
They show that at Riddle in the
Oh, yeah.
class. I'm like, there's a lot of
That
drinking in this movie.
That movie tripped me out.
Did it? I liked it.
There's a lot of movies like Citizen Kane. I always thought Citizen Kane was supposed to be like a top 5 movie. Why is it down here at 96?
Because people have realized it's not that good.
Yeah, because it was a top 5 movie from 1941 to 1972, and then real movies started coming out.
People started making movies.
How about
Yeah.
A Clockwork Orange?
I've seen that.
I don't like it.
I've read it
I
too.
didn't ask if you liked it.
I watched it. My roommate in college was one of those.
Assholes.
Yeah, he was from Westland, Oregon.
Oh, Peyton Pritchard.
Yeah, but his opening line was, "Oh, but we're not like rich people that live in Westland." And me from Canyonville, Oregon, looked at him and said, "You're still from Westland, Oregon."
Mhm.
Like, he was trying to relate to me because we're roommates. We sleep in the same room.
Yeah.
So getting to know each other, and he knows that I grew up we didn't have money. And he's from Westland, so I know he's got money. And he just, "Oh yeah, but we're not really like that rich for Westland." Fuck off.
Yeah.
We're not rich for Westland. Okay.
But what I'm getting at, he was one of those like weird for the sake of being weird kind of people. Like, he liked to
Yeah.
listen to French techno on his vinyl while the room would get to like 85 degrees and it would smell of incense, or maybe just dirty clothes. I'm not sure. I
Nobody
didn't sleep
knows.
in our room that often.
How about Taxi Driver?
I have not seen Taxi Driver.
Number 112.
Well, is that with Robert De Niro?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say I have watched it, but probably not all the way through.
I've watched it, but it was a long time ago. 111. I've never watched Heat. I mean, it's a movie I've seen lots of parts of.
Right. I
but
remember
I've never watched it start to finish.
I remember my mom renting it on VHS and telling me I wasn't allowed to watch, so I had to go in the other room, and so I just never got around to it.
Mm.
See,
Interesting.
96. Yeah, I would have been 9.
I'm
So,
a little
yeah.
confused about Hamilton being on there because it's just the play. It's not a
Yeah,
movie.
That doesn't count.
Get that out of here. Ooh, LA Confidential. That was a good one.
That's a good one.
I know for a fact I've watched that. I just don't remember anything about it.
Die Hard.
119, classic.
Mm-hmm. Like Dags?
Yeah, like Dags.
How about 1917?
I don't know what that is.
I enjoyed
that's
it.
the one about, yeah,
It's
no, I
the
didn't see
one
that.
shot. It's the one shot movie. It's really cool.
I'll have to watch it.
It's worth your time.
See, I didn't know that it was a
125.
one-shot movie until I watched it, and I'm watching it, and I noticed it. I was like, where's the cuts?
There's no cuts.
What's going on here?
Oh, why is Wolf of Wall Street down there so low? It's a great movie. Good amount of boobs. Excessive use of the word fuck. I appreciate that movie.
Unforgiven, that's a good one.
Oh, Green Book.
Oh, here we go. I've got one for you guys.
Have or haven't?
Has Jake seen 138?
No.
Pan's Labyrinth.
No.
Dave?
I'll go with yeah.
In the theater.
In the theater.
Oh. Have you watched it since then?
No.
Okay. I feel somewhat vindicated by that response.
I mean, I know what it's about, but I did see it when it came out. Like,
well, you knew what the Holocaust was about too, and you still didn't want to watch that movie.
That this movie was fictional. Easy.
Whew. Oh, all right, man. Oh.
All right, man. Are you ready for a good ass show?
Can I say no?
I don't know at this point.
No, I'm yes. Yeah.
Cool. All right, here we are. Here.
Hey guys.
Here we are. We're back again. It's another edition. It's another episode of my show, and I'm a manly man introducing this week's episode. We are joined now, making a regular appearance. He is now the third man in the booth. Shout out to the man wearing a hat that he got a couple weeks ago. Is Dave.
Hey, this is Dave, and I'm just trying to find the line between femboy and transgender.
It's true. We're gonna do a documentary.
We're gonna find the line.
Find the line.
Yeah, well, there's a line.
But on this side of it is this guy here. He's the mouth of the Deep South. He is the agent of chaos. This show has already gone off the rails. It's Robin.
Goddamn right it is. And if we're talking about rails, I know some things. But hey, I'm introduced by that guy right over there.
It's me. It's one take Jake back in the saddle again. Oh man. Ooh boy.
Oh man. Sheesh.
Jeez. Boy do we have some football to talk about.
Oh, do we?
We sure do.
Oh.
We sure
Quack.
do. Adios.
Super
Quack,
duper
quack.
play.
Super duper big
Oh,
play.
I played that for my dad, and he's just sitting there smiling. He's like, "Well, maybe that's how they do it in soccer." I'm like, "Oh my God, Dad, never. Just enjoy it."
Just listen. I know.
Well, and then I said I'm gonna watch the Spanish broadcast next time. He just was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, because I don't have to listen to the idiots on Fox.
Yeah.
Because they're bad.
They were super bad,
Like, I
super
went back and-
duper bad."
Super bad. Like I went back and listened
Oh.
because I was like watching on my phone at the state fair.
Yeah.
But like this, yeah, it was really, really interesting to go back and listen to just why is Fox so bad? Like if that's who our TV deal is with, like why?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I got so annoyed that I went outside of my house and put in headphones and found Jerry Allen and listened to Jerry Allen for the whole second half and part of the second quarter, I think, too. I was just annoyed. I was like, this is terrible, and we're playing terrible.
Yeah, and then the magic happened.
There was so much magic in a span of 2 minutes and 47 seconds. Half our points.
It started with a pass to Chase Coda, got out past the 40. Then we didn't do shit for 3 plays, and then Bucky the Ducky coming up big.
Our new favorite duck.
Our new favorite new duck.
Exactly.
Came up with the play of the year so far, making a catch for 21 yards on 4th and 2. Punched in a couple plays later to go. Was that to go? No, that was to get set up Cam McCormick's touchdown. Then we got a pick, didn't do shit with it. Then we got a punt, and then Troy Franklin for 51 yards from Bo Nix. Put his hand on the carpet a couple times on his way to the end zone. Then on a 3rd down play, Cam Ward threw it right to Mace Funa. Took it straight to the house to ice the game. Now, here's my question.
Okay.
What the fuck happened to the clock at the end of that game?
I don't know. I didn't notice it.
Yeah, like the clock went off with about 30 seconds to go. There was just no clock. And it sure seemed like there was a lot more than 30 seconds that ran off. And
Washington State scored.
They scored a touchdown to cover the spread.
Right.
Yeah.
It's true. Because Oregon was up 10.
Mm-hmm. And that was a cover. And then they threw a big, long bullshit pass down to the 1 yard line and somehow had enough time to run one more play.
Weird.
Right? Yeah, it was weird that they had time to run that one last play.
Well, maybe it was their makeup call for the refs not understanding how many downs 4 is.
Well, they made up for that when they also didn't understand that the clock stops under 2 minutes when you run out of bounds. Also stops
Right.
when you get a first down.
Well, they started not stopping the clock this year for something. I think it's when if you intentionally run out of bounds. I think it only stops for them to spot the ball.
But if the clock's under 5 minutes in the quarter, it's still the clock still stops.
Yeah, maybe.
There's a
I
lot
don't
of
remember.
clock
I don't
rules.
remember the rule. They changed a whole bunch of rules.
Yeah,
A
that's
bunch
dumb
of
because
stupid clock rules.
if I intentionally run out of bounds, the whole purpose
Right.
is to stop the clock, because that's called strategy or tactics.
Like you're sacrificing not
management.
gaining yardage.
Right.
Like you could run for another 5-10 yards, or I can run out of bounds and stop the clock. That's a trade. That's a sacrifice.
Yeah.
It's like spiking the ball. Like I downed the ball, technically it should be intentional grounding.
Yeah. But they let it
They
happen.
let it go. They let it happen. Technically, the guy should be down who's holding the kick.
There was a time I was coaching at Glendale and I had my kids spike the ball because we were trying to run a 2-minute offense. And then I forgot that it was still just a regular play clock and we got to delay a game because I was like, hey, how'd that go so fast? And he's like, the clock started once the ball was set. I'm like, oh yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
I forgot. I didn't know. I did, but I forgot. Then this week got mad at the game because of the new targeting rule, which is so bad.
So dumb.
That's so dumb. It's a tackle. Like, I get that putting your face mask into somebody is how you should tackle. Like, I get that, but if you tackle and your body is still straight, that shouldn't count as targeting.
Yeah, he launched, and like you heard the way
he launched because the guy was far away.
The way that even the broadcasters were talking about that play, we're talking about DJ Johnson's ejection for a targeting play on Cam Ward. First of all, I didn't know that you could target a ball carrier. I thought you could only target a defenseless receiver.
Well, they changed that stuff this year too. You can get targeting on a ball carrier. And they call it anything, like they've changed the definition of crown of the helmet and whole bunch of stupid shit.
Just take the helmets away. Like ours are fresh, but just.
I think that's a good idea because you watch rugby players and how many head injuries do they have?
Practically none.
Mm-hmm. And why is that?
Because they learn real fucking quick.
You learn to not tackle with your fucking head down because it hurts.
Yep.
Because the way you tackle in rugby is you take your outside shoulder and you put it on their hip and you put your head inside and you put your hand down to protect your face from getting knees. And you drive forward until they go down. That's how you tackle in rugby.
Oh, that seems pretty smart. Maybe we should try that.
Huh.
Yep.
Now, I know that there's been a big push towards the hawk tackle, and that's a lot like a rugby tackle. But there's also so many people that are resistant to it.
I've seen a new thing in tackling, and maybe you can speak to this as someone who coaches. There seems to be a lot of grab the leg and pull tackling, and I wonder and gator rolls. Like I wonder how much of that is getting guys.
The gator roll is something that you're taught, but the pull the leg thing, I don't know where that's coming from.
But you see it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you definitely see it. It's also how guys break tackles too.
Yeah, because guys just try to grab legs and pull, and they're like, all right, fuck you, I'm out of here.
Yep. Get the legs together and roll. That's safe for everybody and efficient tackling. Do that.
Do it. That's how you tackle, from Coach Miller.
That is how you tackle.
I've always wondered about the whole launching thing, right?
Like, yeah, what if a guy's 4 yards away? Like, how do I dive and tackle?
Yeah. Or what about goal line offense? Right?
See, they don't call it in there. It's like
your line gets on their hands and knees, they bear crawl, and then your running back launches himself over the line to cross the line. So you're saying that as a linebacker, if I see this guy running and I launch myself over the line first, I'm going to get in trouble if he runs into my helmet.
Yeah. They're
Yep.
basically saying if your helmet hits somebody while you're in the air, that's now pretty much a penalty.
Yeah.
So you just got to take your helmet off.
Yep. Or
No
jump
helmets.
first.
There you go.
Just yeah, Bobby
fucking
Boucher kicked him in the
Straight
chest.
drop
Yeah.
kick. Yeah, I'm
Drop
okay with
kick
that.
motherfucker.
Man, I'm watching. Well, I'm not really watching, but it's on TV. FIBA women's basketball.
All right.
Even at this level, they're not good. Like they're good, but they're not good. You know what I'm saying? Like I just watched a woman try to make a reverse layup and she hit the bottom of the backboard. You're telling me you're one of the best basketball players in the world and you're still hitting the bottom of the backboard? There was no one near her. I mean, I guess she was being guarded, but not that closely. Come on, man.
Come on.
Come on, man.
Someone
Yeah.
give that woman a $2 raise.
I'll take a $2 raise. Hell.
Yeah, I'll take all the raises.
Hmm?
Some Raisin Bran.
Oh, dude, I
Chocolate covered raises.
I don't know why we're not eating Raisin Bran right now.
I have Raisin Bran in the kitchen.
Dude, I wish I had Raisin Bran in the kitchen.
I saw it the other day and I was like, the other day, my dad moved out and left his Raisin Bran.
Dude, Raisin Bran is underrated as a cereal.
Lucky for
It's-
him,
it's
I don't buy
crunchy.
milk because I wouldn't drink it.
It's crunchy, it's sweet. Like it's got everything you need.
It's good. Yeah.
And it's healthy. It's good for
It's
you.
like corn.
Come on.
corn.
Oh man.
Corn is my favorite color.
Oh,
wait.
speaking of kids, because I was thinking about the corn kid. Do you guys know the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies?
Mhm. Oh
I know
yeah.
I knew about the books.
Yeah. So they made a few of those books into movies.
Uh-huh.
The kid that played the Wimpy Kid, I don't know his name.
Dave Beaverton.
What's his name? Ryan Grantham is the name of the actor.
You
got
pulled that out of nowhere.
He just got sentenced to life in prison for killing his mom.
Yeah, she's dead.
Yeah.
Well, I guess this is what happens after you kill them.
So that's what I guess he
Yeah.
wasn't that wimpy.
So
Yeah, take that.
I need context. Why did he feel the need to kill his mum?
Yeah, Mr. Story Man.
I haven't found why he felt like he needed to kill his mom. All the stories right now on it are how he is concerned about his own well-being in prison.
You know what I'd be concerned about? 25 to life.
That ass.
Yeah. On TMZ it says, apparently he was in Riverdale too. I did not know that. I don't know.
I've never
What's
watched
Riverdale?
Not watched
It's
that.
Remember Archie and Jughead?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Archie comics.
Yeah, they decided to dramatize it and make it like Pretty Little Liars style.
Mm.
So it's super bad drama.
And teenage drama on the WB.
But it's hardcore.
Yeah.
What a WB.
Yeah.
Eat more chicken. I like that we both went there.
Yeah. Well,
Because why would we not?
why not?
I mean, we did stop short, so.
And yep.
And then it took a second for me to realize what was being said.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Yep.
It did.
Yep.
Klaus.
Anyways, that TMZ says actor Ryan Grantham afraid he'll be brutalized in prison.
That's code for anally raped.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Who's an L? What movie is that from?
Employee of the month.
Thank you. Dane
Yep.
Cook movie.
I haven't
That's
seen it in
right.
a long time.
Oh, okay.
I have seen it.
That's the one with Jessica
Gotcha.
Simpson, isn't it?
It sure is.
Yeah.
She's
Man.
wicked hat.
Wicked Hat. What happened to her? Did she just?
Decided to stop. I
mean,
guess.
she
I don't
did
know.
get kind of bloated for a minute.
Yep.
I'm not saying I'm skinny, but she gained a lot of weight.
Well, I mean, her sister got busted in the whole like lip syncing thing, and I think she
people made a big deal about lip syncing. Like people lip sync. It's not that big of a deal.
Right. Like every time somebody lip syncs on a big stage, though, they're like, "Oh my god, they weren't singing at all."
How dare they?
Well, ever since Milli Vanilli, right? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, well.
the whole country got duped.
And then they made an app where everybody just lip syncs all the time. So
now here's the question: is it different to lip sync your own song than to lip sync somebody else? Like if it like
say you sang it once.
Yeah, say Rihanna's doing the Super Bowl this year. Like, let's just say, for instance.
Uh-huh.
And so it's 32 degrees outside because it's in Minnesota. And so she's outside singing, but she doesn't want to blow her voice out trying to sing in 32 degrees. So does she just have a backing track and perform? And is there anything wrong with that?
I don't have a problem with it, but I would put money on there being plenty of people with shit to say.
Right.
I'd have a problem with it. That's your job. You're getting paid millions of dollars.
No, they don't get paid to sing at the Super Bowl.
No, you pay to do the Super Bowl.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at pictures of Jessica Simpson, so I didn't hear all of that. Okay, yeah, Super Bowl, that makes sense. I was thinking in my head, I'm thinking like I'm touring and I have a concert and all these people paid to come listen to me sing.
Right.
But I'm worried about the conditions, so I don't want to actually sing. That's where my mind was going.
Yeah, I don't know if
and also on Jessica Simpson. That's where I was going.
So here's the other side of that whole thing. Would you rather hear somebody sing terribly at a live concert or have it sound good, but they may not be singing the entire time or lip syncing the whole time?
I'd want to hear them sing bad so then I can realize that they're not that good of a singer, so then I can stop spending money to go see them sing.
Okay.
So I saw BB King perform.
Mm-hmm.
And for about 55 minutes, for about a Washington State lead length of the show, he was an old man in a chair.
Okay.
Just playing his songs, but I mean, it's the aura of BB King, but he's an old man in a chair.
Yeah.
He closed the night with The Thrill Is Gone, and he was, for 3 minutes, he was BB King again. And for me, seeing him as he is now, and then seeing that, I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was.
Right.
For 3 minutes, to see that he could still do it.
Yeah.
I think the issue, like, I think we're kind of conflating two different types of artists here. Are we talking about somebody who's older, who can't quite do it anymore, and so they're worried about performing poorly, or somebody like Ashley Simpson who lip synced on SNL?
Yeah, see, I wasn't really making the distinction.
Because to me, that's two different things.
Well, I mean, I guess there's a couple different ways about it. Most of the time, though, we haven't gotten to the point where we have like an old, I guess Dr. Dre would be somebody who's kind of old, but still can sing or whatever. I don't know, like, because we're not to that point. Like, imagine Aretha Franklin getting out there and it's all lip sync the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, that might be a problem. I wouldn't want to hear that. But at the same time, it's somebody that's been around for a long time.
But here's the question. Do you think you would be able to tell the difference?
I don't know. With video, because everything's recorded and they always have the big board. A lot of times I end up looking at that big screen because I can't see the person. So maybe you can.
This is an interesting, like, this is deeper than I thought it was going to end up being.
Right?
That's what she said.
Ha!
Never to you.
No. Yeah, that's that again goes without saying.
This is looking for the line. David looking for a line, Deaton. But no, it's like I think I think like if you went to go see, like I'm trying to imagine like if you were in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
And Gwen Stefani is performing the songs of No Doubt,
Mm-hmm.
and she sings half the songs, and she lip syncs half the songs, and you know that going in, like that you're told that she's going to sing half and she's going to lip sync half.
Yeah.
But you can't tell the difference between her singing and her lip syncing. Do you feel like you got a full show, or do you feel like you got half a show?
Well, isn't part of the show getting the show? I mean, like, if you can't tell the difference, then you won.
Mm-hmm.
And they won. It's a win-win.
Right. And so I guess going back, that's where I go back to your Aretha Franklin question, whereas like if she got up there and she could perform and you would not be able to tell that it wasn't her, would you care?
Yeah, especially if I never knew. But I mean, if I knew later on, I probably would still have the same. I couldn't tell, so
That's interesting. That's really
yeah.
Well, I think too. I mean, because we've all of us been to enough shows too, and listened to like an album.
Yeah.
And then go see them live. I feel like if you listen to the album enough and you go there, like they don't sing it the same way.
Right.
no.
It's never going to be the same. They're going to have some off-pitch times.
I don't know about that. I'm gonna say AC/DC was just as good live as they were on any CD I'd ever heard.
Yeah, you can't tell the difference between their live album and their regular album.
And
It's
that
the
was
same
a
thing.
different singer for half of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I shouldn't have interrupted.
Okay. So we're talking about that's an exception to the rule here.
Mhm.
Right. With the exception that proves the rule, as we like to say. on the show.
Possibly, yeah, yep.
We like to say a lot of things. Okay. No, but I mean, that's what I'm thinking, because if I went to a show of someone that I knew,
Mhm.
right, and it's a live show, so live shows, anything can happen. They start saying words in the middle of songs, just say them,
Yeah.
and sometimes they'll be speaking to the crowd, and then all of a sudden, oh shit, I'm supposed to be singing again.
Yeah.
So they come in like halfway through the verse
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think if it was all, if I went to a show and it sounded like the album, I'd be kind of annoyed.
So I've seen a few, and it just all started to click that they're all older guys, and they all are kind of rock and roll. I've seen Alice Cooper twice. He sounded just like he did on the albums. When I saw Billy Idol, he sounded exactly like Billy Idol and was a fucking rock star. And then Huey Lewis was amazing
Mm-hmm.
because he's hip to be square.
Here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Hip, so hip to be
square.
hip to
Man,
be square.
the jukebox at Tommy's has been broken the last couple times. and
What?
I've been pretty disappointed. The people need to hear the power of love.
They need to know.
They
Just
need to know.
take your Bluetooth speaker in there one
I'll
day.
just
while
take
you're
my speaker and walk it in. And
Bum,
be like,
bum,
what are you doing? Like, the jukebox is broken. Brought my own.
eating.
Brought my own.
Brought
You
my-
guys suck.
I brought this from home.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm bringing the
everybody, I brought
party
the-
to Tommy's.
It's
Yeah.
just like, hey, I'm gonna take this home with me because I brought it.
It's mine.
So
My
Yeah.
name's on it.
when I leave, the tunes leave. All right.
Oh man,
So you want to play the game?
I'm ready to play the game. All right,
Let's play the game.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. I like how all of our game music is the same. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. All right, the game is movies I should have seen. I'm going to give you guys a movie. You're going to tell me whether you think I have seen it or not. All right, and you can.
All right.
I'll let you both decide. You can either vote together, separately. It doesn't matter. Okay.
We'll take turns going further. We'll do it like a college overtime.
Ooh, some of these I realized are on the list we were looking at earlier, and you may have caught on to what I meant. Well, that's fine. Let's go with Blade. Have I seen Blade?
Yeah.
No.
No, I have not.
What? What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Have not seen Blade. Okay, how about Blade Runner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Dude. All right. Hey, so I'll talk to you guys later. I'm going home.
I've seen parts of Blade Runner. I've never watched the whole thing. I don't know how I've never watched it. I just, every time it's been on, I'm like, meh, I'm good.
Yeah.
Neither Blade nor The Runner.
Yeah. How about Half Baked?
Yes.
Without a doubt. We watched it together.
I've never watched the whole thing.
Yeah, you have.
No, I haven't. I have no idea what it's about. All I know is there's that line where he's like, "Give her suck some
Right.
dick for some weed."
Right
Or
near
something
the
like that.
beach. Boy.
Is that from
I'm really
from
starting to.
Half-Baked?
I'm having a hard time believing some of these.
I'm starting to question your commitment to spark emotion right now.
All right. How about Cool Runnings?
No.
Yes.
No, Jake knew because we talked about it the other day.
That's what started
Dave's
this.
getting ready
'cause
to leave. He's like,
I was absolutely flabbergasted. I was astonished that Robin had not seen Cool Runnings. 'Cause this all started because I was like, hey, did you guys know that Sanka coffee was a real thing? And Robin's like, yeah, of course, this is decaf coffee. I was like, no, he's the best push cart driver in all of Jamaica, and I've spent my entire life just thinking it was a funny name until I learned that Sanka coffee was a real thing.
Yeah.
And then Yul Brynner is a made up name too. And I was like, and Robin's like, yeah, I've never seen Cool Runnings. I'm like, excuse me?
You're lucky I got pictures of Jessica Simpson right next to your face to cool me down.
There we go. I don't know if that's. Never mind.
No. It's not
How
worth
about
reading.
Shawshank Redemption?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
How about The Green Mile?
Green Mile, I mean, basically the opposite of the Shawshank Redemption. I'm going to say no.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with no on that one too.
I have seen it a lot. I
Fuck
like it.
you.
It's a good ass movie.
It is a good movie. It is the opposite of the Shawshank Redemption, though.
Especially that time when he grabs his dick and sucks out the poison.
The old dick twist.
Yep.
Godfather 3.
No.
Yes.
No. I have not seen Godfather 2 or 3.
I thought you had seen 3, but you hadn't
I had
seen
not.
2.
Nope. How about Friday?
I'm going to say no to Friday.
I'm gonna go with yes to Friday.
I've not seen Friday.
Oh,
What about next Friday?
no.
Yes.
No, I have not seen it. I have not seen next Friday, but that would have been a good twist.
But he did see Friday
Just
after
like-
next.
Right. I have seen. No, I haven't. What was that? Rush Hour.
Rush Hour with Jackie Chan
I've seen Rush
and
Hour.
Chris Tucker.
Going
You've
with
seen
yes.
Rush Hour.
I've never watched Rush Hour. I've watched parts of it. And I'm always like, this movie's dumb.
No, it's fucking amazing. Great.
How about Born on the 4th of July?
No. I don't even
Tom
know.
Cruise is handicapped, retarded. He
that's
shits
a
all over
very-
himself. And
That's
he
a very random movie too for you to bring up. I'm gonna go with yeah. You've seen Born on the 4th of July.
I have not. And the reason I used that was because of the quote from Blink 182 I just said, but you were talking over, so you didn't hear it. Yeah.
I heard it.
How
The
about
people heard it. Dave did not.
HUD Sucker Proxy?
What the fuck is that?
It's another movie with the guy from Shawshank Redemption. What's
HUD
his name?
Sucker Proxy?
You've never heard of HUD Sucker Proxy? Hold on, let me look it up. It's a guy invents a thing.
Oh yeah, that's
That clears it up.
HUD Suck. Here it is. The HUD Sucker Proxy. Tim Robbins, that's his name. That's why I went from
Oh, I don't. Yeah, you have seen that movie.
a naive businessman or business graduate is installed as president of a manufacturing company as a part of a stock scam, except for they start making money because he invents the frisbee and the hula hoop, for kids and stuff.
I've never heard of this movie, but it sounds amazing.
It's actually a really good movie.
I've never heard it either, but I knew this. I knew the poster art.
Right.
I know that picture, but I didn't know what it was called.
It's a good movie. You would like it, Jake.
All right.
Anyway, so yeah, I have seen that since I said all that.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a giveaway.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have it here. You said, "Hey, do you want to watch this?" And I said, "Hey, you want to watch this?" And
I also own Blade.
Fair point. Fair point.
And Cool Runnings and Half Baked. And I might even own Friday. I don't remember.
So why do you own these movies if you like?
I don't know. Well, part of it is I used to have this problem with acquiring things without purchase.
Fair.
And I would just get things, and then I would just have them.
It's funny to me if you stole Half Baked because it's essentially a movie about stealing.
Oh.
So every time someone has said, every time we've said, made the down, where are you from in Jamaica?
Right near the beach.
Boy.
Yeah, I thought that was from Cool Runnings.
Nope.
You've quoted me with that.
I thought it was from Cool Runnings. I didn't know because
which you still haven't seen. That doesn't make it okay. You haven't seen that movie either.
Oh man. How about Miracle?
Is that the one about the
hockey movie?
Oh, the hockey movie.
Hockey movie. Miracle.
You better have seen Miracle.
I'm gonna go with no.
This is
I have
on my
not
Kurt
seen
Russell
it.
list. This
I
is
know.
on my Kurt Russell list that I gave you.
I know. I have not seen it because I watched the Olympics when that happened, so I didn't need to watch the movie. I knew how it was going to end.
That's how the callback continues.
The old Holocaust treatment.
Mm-hmm.
The old dick twist.
All right, I got two obscure movies. One I have seen, one I have not. You're going to have to pick which one is which. Licorice Pizza and Midsummer.
You've seen Midsummer and not
Midsummer. I've never heard of Licorice Pizza.
Licorice Pizza was nominated for a whole bunch of awards last year.
A bunch of stuff was nominated for a bunch of stuff I've never heard
Well,
of.
you both got it wrong.
There's a movie a few years, 2 or 3 years back, where a woman fucks a fish, and that got nominated for something.
And I watched it.
Finding Dory.
No, it was not. But I did watch that one. I usually watch the stuff that gets nominated for awards. That should be like a hint of in the future.
I can't bring myself to care about movies like The Shape of Water.
And I can't bring myself to care about Cool Runnings.
Well, at least it's funny.
Is it?
It is.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna watch those movies. Anyway,
man.
That's the end of my game.
Here starts my game. I'm gonna finish this beer, and I get to win
drink the beers.
Dave's gonna set the high score. Hey,
how'd you play? You drink the beers. What do I win? Another beer. What's that from?
Family Guy, like season 1.
It's pretty old Family Guy.
That's like old. That's like the first episode of Family Guy.
What's a TV show, or I guess you don't have to call it a TV show, just a show that you started, meant to continue, and then stopped somewhere along the way?
Oh God, fuck.
Stargate SG-1.
Oh.
I think I got about 7 seasons in, and then kind of just fell off because I had every season on DVD, and I was working my way through it, and then I just got burnt out one day.
Wow.
Weeds.
Ooh, Weeds.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
I watched like 5 seasons of Weeds, and then like I watched 1 season of Breaking Bad and never watched another episode of Weeds.
I've never watched Weeds.
This is like Weeds, but better.
Oh, okay. It made me, I don't know what made me think about it, but the Orville, I liked that show, and it got on Hulu, and I was like, cool, I'm gonna watch it all. And they're like, guess what? It's gonna come out every week. And I was like, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
Like, I watched 3 or 4 of them, and then I stopped because of that shit. Pissed me off.
Yeah, they seem to not know that we don't like that. We
They
prefer to
don't get it.
binge.
Right. It's like another one I started, The Patient with Steve Carell.
Yeah, I've been waiting for that.
I watched the first 4 episodes, I think, and then they're like, "Okay, come back next week." I'm like, "Fuck you." I forgot.
I think it's one of those things too where if they do the weekly episode, people are going to talk about the show for a longer span of time.
Right. I
Right.
get
You know what I
that.
mean? Like that's the only thing I could think of.
But the problem with that is that if you don't have, like, if it's not important enough for you to be like, Sunday night at 6, I'm going to watch The House of Dragons. Like, that's one of those shows where I'm going to do it. The Patient is not. I'm sort of interested in it. I'll watch it if I can, but I'm not going to go out of my way to come back every week. You're asking for a 6 to 10 week commitment. I'm willing to give you 6 to 10 hours.
Yeah.
It's not the
It was-
same.
Like
Mhm.
I've seen a video from a few years back when you could tell that like everyone in the apartment complex or the dorm, what have you, was they
We
were all
watched.
watching. Yeah, they're all watching Game of Thrones at the same time. Like
Mhm.
It
they're
was
all.
it was the first episode of House of Dragons. Because
Oh,
we
is that what
watched.
that was?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we just Dave sent it, or Dave was like, "Did you see that where they're all watching?" I'm like, "What? No." And he showed it. I'm like, "Oh my god!" And you just see like all the lights. They
Yeah.
were all
Every
synced
yeah.
up, and it was kind of cool actually.
Mhm.
That's a
Imagine,
show. Oh
yeah.
man.
Imagine if like everyone in the same building was watching the same shit, and so it just like looked like kind of like a light show the whole time. That'd be pretty
Well,
rad.
if you think about to apartments in the 80s, we didn't have cell phones, but there were 3 channels, you know?
Yeah.
It probably wasn't that uncommon, especially on like the Super Bowl nights or, you know,
Mhm.
something like that.
There just wasn't a person on the street with a phone to record it.
Right.
They're like, "Hold on, let me run home and grab my camcorder."
I'll get back here in a minute.
It's crazy how stuff like that works. Like today, I was sitting there watching Dave play his baseball, the game or the show. That's what the game, the show. And it's all about the game. And he fucking won the World Series. And as soon as he hit the home run to win it in extra innings, he drops the controller. And I was like, oh shit, he hit it.
Yeah.
And I grabbed my phone and started recording. It was like that fast. Now we have the ability to be like, oh shit, just happened. Let's record.
Yeah.
That's
And
why
it
you
was
get so many.
and it was all mean. It's a video game that I play.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was playing Madden the other day, and somebody tried to meta kick me, like they kick to your fullback, and so they can hit him and make him fumble. But I had Larry Zonka, and so I just housed it. And so like, and with Xbox, you hit the logo button, and then you can hit X, and it will record what just happened.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, oh yeah, record the last minute of whatever has happened on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do. Well, now I do it Xbox button, and then I go select how long I'm going to record. So a lot of times I lowered the definition down to 720 so I could record like the last 5 minutes. So like when we play Team Deathmatch or not Team Deathmatch, Warzone, that sort of shit, I could record when we won. Like, oh yeah, look at these last few kills. I used to just say Xbox record that. Let's see if it heard me.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't.
It's sort of like, huh? It's been
No.
84 years.
Well, it won't do it. It usually won't even acknowledge me if it's on a game or TV or whatever. I mean, if it's only on TV, but I think it knows. It's like, we're not listening to that shit.
He's like, he's not serious.
He's messing around. Let's see if I can get it to hear me at all. Xbox. Yeah, it's not even listening.
Remember when they first introduced that though, the voice cues?
Mm-hmm.
The first Madden they did it with.
They had you can
audible on the line.
Idea.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because people would fuck with you.
Oh yeah, they'd be like, Xbox timeout.
The one that pissed me off was on NCAA football. They decided to start throwing unsportsmanlike penalties if you cussed when you got mad at the game. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That happened?
Yeah, it happened to me a lot. be like, fuck that shit. Boop. Or no, that's the basketball. Sorry, it wasn't that. It was the basketball game. The NBA Live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I never played that. So you can get a technical foul for swearing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'd get technicals.
Like they don't swear on a basketball court.
Right.
Yeah. Like, ever listen to Kevin Garnett? Holy shit.
Fuck that. That's some bullshit. Fuck you. Terrible
Fuck you,
call.
fuck that, fuck all this, fuck you, fuck your mother, fuck your cow, dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow.
Dishonor on your cow is the name of the episode.
There we go.
Featuring Doja Cat?
Obviously.
Oh, always.
Dishonor on your cow.
Dishonor on your
Oh
cow.
my god. Have you been watching that shit?
Oh, of course I have. The most recent episode where they thought that they had switched bodies.
Oh my god, that was so funny. I made Dave watch it with me. Because I had already watched it Friday. And then I was like, hey, you gotta watch this. Dunk. Oh man.
We pretty much get Bailey and I get ready on Thursday. We get super highs and we're like, all right, time for a little Beavis and Butthead.
Oh man. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, then I realized that there are times when we're sitting there watching it and we're sitting there going,
That's awesome.
because it's the show, like, you just kind of laugh at stuff that happens about every 20 to 30 seconds. So you have this steady
Oh man. That's
and
so
then you realize,
good.
oh, I'm doing the laugh too. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Have you watched?
Wait,
go ahead.
So the other one that absolutely killed me was the time zone. And they thought they
Oh
were
my
going
god, they're
back
just walking around the sign.
the broken arm. He's walking with this broken arm.
Oh my god.
It's gotta go back.
Yeah, we went back too far.
Gotta go back before the arm was broken.
And then fucking Van Driesen's trying to find him at the end. Has anybody seen Beavis and Butthead?
And like nobody cares.
And they're like just walking
sitting
in the background.
Good shit.
Oh my god, it's so good. Have you watched the She-Hulk yet? Have you got into that?
Nope.
Dude, start it, please.
Okay.
I'm telling you, there's so many things you'll like about that show. There's obviously going to be things you dislike because that's just who you are. But I think you'll like the fourth wall breaks. There's a lot of those.
There will be things you don't like because that's just who you are.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I don't know. I haven't seen the shit.
When you watch them, you'll be like, oh yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, when that happens, I'll be like, well, yeah, he's probably right about that.
And you don't hear Dave arguing because Dave also watched with me, so.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's certain things about the show that I'm like, this is stupid.
Right.
Like, you don't need this to make this show good. But I ignore them and I continue watching the show and I enjoy the rest.
Well, I had this thought today. Comic means what? Comic. Like somebody or something that makes you laugh, right?
Generally.
Like a comedian, it's comes from that. And then these are comic books that are the baselines for this. Obviously, should not comic books be funny? Shouldn't the MCU be funny? Like it all started to be disputed when these comics started taking themselves too seriously or taking themselves seriously. And then they started calling them books instead of comic books.
Graphic novels.
Yeah, all that shit. Like, get over it. Thor Ragnarok is funny. Thor Love and Thunder is funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good shit. And you can not like it. That's fine. But don't like it. Don't not like it because it's a comedy.
And don't hate on it because it's funny too. Like that bugs me. If you want it to never be funny, go watch Dark Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think I laughed once. Well, maybe when the guy got a pencil shoved through his head.
I laughed at a lot of the stuff Heath Ledger did, but
yeah, but he's so good in that. That's
like the
exception that proves the rule.
You know the scene where Harvey Dent is in the hospital bed.
Harvey Dent. Yeah.
That whole scene was unscripted.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. I just watched an interview and it with whoever that actor is.
Aaron Eckhart.
Yep, that's the one.
Dave Beaver.
Boom.
Aaron Eckhart.
I never
And
get actors'
he was
names.
talking about how they were going to try to talk about how they were going to do it, but Heath Ledger was in character the whole time because he's a method actor, so they couldn't like track him down to be like, hey, this is what we're going to do. He was just like wandering around being the Joker, and then he's like, all right, this is, and he walked in, he's like, this is what I'm going to do, this is what, and just did the whole scene unscripted. Well, I shouldn't say unscripted. They knew what they were going to say, but they didn't know how it was going to play out.
They had a concept
had
of
their
what
beats.
the scene was.
Yeah.
They wrestling promoted it.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you're fighting in Charleston. You're fighting the Joker. You got 2 minutes. Go.
Mm-hmm. And then right after that is the clicker thing.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which also
So
was
much about that
unscripted.
movie.
Yeah, which also that was not supposed to happen either.
Right. Not that way.
Yeah, not that way.
Such a good ass movie.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I understand it, they only had one shot, and they did not miss their chance to blow.
Right. Well, because he actually had the detonator, right?
Right.
And it didn't go off, and so he's like, huh.
And so they, from my understanding, they had to remote set them off.
Okay, that makes sense.
He had the detonator, and like it didn't work. So like the guys who were in charge of blowing shit up, were like,
guys,
blow the shit up.
Yeah. Big ass titties.
He tried to put some tiger balm on this hospital's nuts.
Oh god, I want to watch that movie again.
Oh, that is such a good one. It's a hard movie to find on the unrated version.
Yeah.
Because I had the unrated DVD, and then it got like a scratch or something on it, and so it would skip at a certain point. It was hard to find the unrated one. Same with The Hangover. It was hard to find the unrated Blu-ray.
Oh, the unrated Blu-ray of The Hangover is so much better.
Mm-hmm. Like, why do they do that? Why do they just...
Why does the MPAA exist? That's a great question.
It's so stupid.
So dumb.
So dumb. When I was a kid, way back in the 1900s, you could just go to any movie you wanted.
Right?
There was no, hey, can we see your ID to see this? No. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think somewhere around when I was I can't remember if I was 18, 19, or 20, but it was right in that area that they started carding people. No, I know what it was. It was when they did Showgirls. When Showgirls came out, because it was NC-17, and it was the first one, they started carding people to go see regular ass movies.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
So
and
thanks,
it's not like,
Jesse Spano.
Yeah. And it's not like they even do it well. Because do you remember Halloween H2O?
Yeah.
So
with LL?
Yeah, with LL. I went and saw that when I was 12, 13 years old. And my sister, because my sister was going with some of her friends.
Yeah.
But my sister had to watch my brother and I, and she's like, "Well, you guys want to go to a movie? Cool." So I'm 13, my brother's 11, my sister's only 16 at this point, maybe 17, and we walk in and she's just like, "Oh yeah, these are my kids." Didn't think of it then, but thinking about it now, I'm like, how did that dumb motherfucker at the movie theater think that this girl had this fat little kid running around? Like, I'm not her kid.
She looked older.
Also, you forget they don't care.
Oh, the unrated.
On
oh, sweet. Might have to buy that.
Yep. I mean, for $10.
$9.
Oh, yeah.
$8.98.
I added my tax.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Yeah,
we don't do that here.
we don't do that here.
we got the Black Panther tax.
And he is a vagabond.
Don't do that here. Oh my God, how long until Black Panther 2 comes out?
6 days.
More than that.
Yeah,
not many.
That's the one I'm excited for.
So,
and Black Adam. All the Black
gonna be
movies.
good.
No.
Have you seen the preview for The Woman King?
Dave and I talked about it.
So I for the first 2 minutes of this preview, I thought it was the next Black Panther movie.
November 11th. 11/11.
I'm like, this movie looks badass. Is this the new Black Panther? Is that what this? And then it's just like The Woman King. I was like, yeah, but I'm still waiting for the Wakanda Forever.
That movie's been getting ripped apart online.
I was gonna say, Dave, you
Is
want to tell him the fucking real deal about that?
Is it not a good movie? Because it looks like the preview makes it look like it's badass.
Looks cool. I want to see the movie. The movie looks like
it's not being questioned.
Yeah, or at least the art of the movie is not being questioned.
Right.
Content of the movie is being questioned.
Yeah. Because
they're making this tribe out to be, the saviors of Africa, and they didn't they're fighting the white man and the slavers and whatnot. Well, a lot of info has come out since that movie, and that tribe was actually one of the largest slave trading tribes in Africa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the whole movie is basically like these Eastern European white folk and they're slavers and blah blah blah. We're gonna fight them off and free the people. And then all this information came out where people are just like, oh yeah, and by the way, they were actually huge in the slave trade.
I can't remember if it was 1 out of 5 or 1 out of 3 slaves came from that tribe.
Yeah,
that got sent to America.
Not from that tribe, but
no, got sent. They got captured and sent.
Yeah.
Or sold by that tribe.
That tribe.
Yeah, that's problematic.
Exactly. And I was just like, I really want to see the movie. I think it looks cool. And then I heard all that, and I was just like, no, I'm still gonna watch the movie.
I'm gonna watch it on HBO though, or
maybe
Netflix.
I'll watch the
I'm not gonna wanted to see it in the theater.
Yeah. I just put my TV. I changed it because I was like, the basketball game's over. This movie Unstoppable with Denzel Washington and Chris Pine and Rosario Dawson's on. And it made me think of the story that happened this last week. Did you guys hear about the chick that was in police custody and got hit by a fucking train?
No, what?
So in Colorado, these cops pulled over a chick. She was 20. They pulled her over for suspected road rage. Apparently somebody called in that she had done something, whatever.
Man, if that's something I get called in for, I would have been pulled over a long time ago.
Right. So they pull her over. They stop right behind her. They take her out of her pickup. They handcuff her and put her in the back of the police cruiser. The police cruiser is stopped right in the middle of the fucking railroad tracks. So the cops have her sitting there. They go back to her car to search to see if she had a gun, and they're talking, oh, maybe she threw it out that window. And you hear the girl like screaming, there's a train! A fucking train has gone, meh, meh, and it fucking just slams into the back of the police cruiser with her in it.
Damn.
Fucking gnarly. She broke 9 ribs, broke her tibia, and I think an arm.
And will never have to work a day in her life again.
Exactly.
Yep.
But let me see if I can find the video for you.
Jesus.
Yeah. Call or I don't know. Ped Patrol? What is that? Oh, police hit my train. Oh, yep, here it is. 1 minute long after the ad. All right, well, I'll hold up the video, actually, and then I can send it to Jake real fast.
Shocking video that
Oh, this is somebody's news thing.
at high speeds.
We don't need the ladies talking. Anyway.
There's
Ah.
a video.
That patrol car getting hit. Shocking video that patrol car getting hit.
Yeah. And then
This is a TikTok ad.
well, hey. I like
Damn.
you can see the fucking reflections of the reflections. If you look at the screen.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then they show, so the news story shows the car being hit first. And then it goes and shows, oh yeah, this is how she got here. Don't try to be dramatic. Just tell it in order, assholes.
Yeah.
Anyway, I told you guys what happened.
Yeah.
And like Jake said, now she'll never have to work another day in her life.
Yeah, Dave.
It's
But
like that's like when the police have you in custody, are you not technically supposed to be safe?
I mean,
Yeah.
that was the whole premise of the George Floyd thing.
Right.
Mm.
So and she's Hispanic, so I don't know if that makes a difference. It doesn't matter to me, but I'm sure that there's going to be something.
It matters to somebody.
Yeah, somebody's
It's
gonna.
definitely
And they're
going to
gonna-
be. It's definitely going to factor in.
Yeah. Even though it doesn't factor in, they're going to make it factor in.
Also, if you guys look deeper into that story, she's kind of hot. I don't know if that helps, but it helped me.
Hi, my name is Lauren Parker. I'm inmate number 17462. Write me.
Why does that? I've seen that video like 8 times.
Yeah, that
Oh,
says something about
the
your
JPay,
algorithms.
the JPay thing.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
know what
Jay-
it's called.
So the system that inmates use for sending money, emails, phone calls out, and communications in general, and money transfers, it's called JPay. And so that's what, when they say, "Hey, my JPay number is this" and stuff like that, that's what they're doing. It's a inmate dating or like pen pal dating website.
No,
Yeah.
I figured that much out just on my own and my own recognizance and sending a few letters.
We had a few guys doing those videos at the prison before, and whenever I'd catch someone doing it, I'd fuck with their video because I would walk by and look into the camera after they got done talking, and then I'd be like, "Hey, you need to delete that," and they'd be like, well, "I just finished." I was like, "No, man, it's got my face on it. You got to delete that." So then they delete it, and then they do it again, and like while they're talking, I'd slowly walk by again. And they're like, "God damn it, Dean, I gotta start all over again." I'm like, "All right, I promise I won't fuck with you anymore." And then he'd get back, and I'd leave him, let him be for a little bit, and then it just kind of.
That's awesome.
Because I mean, they're perfectly fine. They're able to do that. Perfect, it's not against the rules or anything. But it was kind of like a handshake deal that if your video caught a face of an officer,
yeah,
that they would delete it. So
That's fair.
yeah, that's be cool, you be cool, I'll be cool kind of thing. You know what I mean? But then I would fuck with them. They're like, it's not really a rule. I was like, yeah, but you got too many sneakers in your cell.
Oh man. Hey, here's some movies. Be Cool. Have I seen it or not?
Yes.
What is that one? Is that the
Twinkle,
got
baby, twinkle,
The
twinkle.
Rock. The Rock.
Yeah. It was one of his first movies.
And Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn's in it. Christina Milian.
I'm gonna go with yes.
I have seen it. What about the movie that came before? Because Get Shorty
Get Shorty,
is the
that's what-
original.
I've never
And
seen Get Shorty.
I've not
Be
seen
Cool is the sequel. I have seen Get Shorty.
I've never seen Get Shorty, but
And the only reason I saw it was because of
Be Cool.
Be Cool. And I was like, okay, now I want to watch this one. And it's funny. It's not as funny as Be Cool.
Yeah.
Be Cool is really funny. The Rock plays a gay hitman or bodyguard, but he's in the closet
yeah.
badly.
Speaking.
John Travolta. Isn't John Travolta in that?
John Travolta's in it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. That's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
It's a good
Oh,
movie.
so one last thing before we dip out of here.
Whoop.
I'm at the fair, trying to get a
Dividend.
corn dog, minding my own damn business,
Uh-huh.
watching the ducks be bad at this time. And I look behind me, and who do I see but the dude that I fired at the coffee shop?
Oh, yeah.
And it is impossible for me to hide because I'm wearing an Oregon hat and an Oregon jersey. And he knows I'm from Oregon. And I'm probably the only person who looks like me.
Just good odds.
Yeah, good odds. And so I'm standing there, and I turn around, and I'm like, I cannot. I need to go. I need to go. I gotta 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 go. Just like, why? I'm like, first of all, I can't remember his name. Second of all, I fired him. This is a bad combination. This is a really bad combination. And so about a minute later, I hear, well, I didn't expect to see you here. And I'm like, hey.
Hey, guy.
Does he expect to see you anywhere else?
I mean, I don't, it's in Puyallup, so it's not like, I was in Puyallup. He lived in Puyallup, and I live in Seattle.
That is a word I cannot say.
It's all about the wallop. It's Puyallup.
Yeah, not doing it.
Yep. Well, hey. When, but yeah, so I had to stand next to him and wait for my corn dog, which was fun.
Was it a hand dipped corn dog?
Yep.
Was the foot long?
Yep.
Oh,
Those are good.
It's the only way to go. The crusty
Oh.
pup.
dude, we should do homemade corn dogs for one of our games.
That'd be fun.
We're doing wings. Wings
You're
this
doing
week.
wings? All
We're
right.
doing wings. We said it
Oh.
last week.
Hey,
And I bought
Rob,
barbecue sauces. What?
also weird Washington names. There's a place called Tillicum.
Yeah, I knew about
It's-
that one.
Till I come.
Yep.
Right.
I
Yep.
love it. Every time I'd get on the fucking ferry,
And-
hmm
I'd look at it, I'm like,
I'm pretty
Try
sure
this.
there's a sign that says Vader Road too.
Yep, Vader. Vader's on I-5.
Vader.
like, come.
Big Van Vader. It's time. Yeah.
Vader, time. Well, you know, these people, they could have been anywhere in the world, but they're here with us. We appreciate that. Make sure you're checking out the show on YouTube. You can see all of our beautiful faces, and you can see us doing silly shit. You can see Robin wants a picture of former President Bill Clinton. But for this episode, this edition of my show with Alex and Jake, good night, universe.
Shalom.
That's very good. Go Ducks.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Yeah.